Felipe from Acegear. Today I'm gonna talk about the NVRs and plug and play cameras. They're really easy to install. Some cameras are plug and play. You just connect to the PoE port of the NVR, and the cameras you're ready to be configured. Okay, so we have a 4-channel NVR, and I have 2 cameras connected to it. The cameras are the 2 megapixel cameras with built-in microphone. The model is CI6202WF. The system will take like a minute or 2 to process the camera resolution, compression type, and available features. So that's why it takes a little bit to show the cameras. Okay. The camera is gonna have an IP scheme 192.168.254. something. Okay, so in this case it's a 4-channel NVR. We're gonna have a 254.2.3.4 and .5. Okay, let me show you here. Okay, you see there are 4 cameras. It shows like the status shows the exclamation mark. That means that the cameras are not connected yet. Okay, let's just wait a little bit more. The cameras will show up in a few seconds and the status will change. Okay, you're not gonna see the exclamation mark anymore, and instead you're gonna see a play button. That means that the camera is connected to the system. So we show up 1. Let's wait for the second one to show up. Okay, so there we go. So 2 cameras on the 4-channel NVR. Let me show you here the camera. Click on camera. The status change. You see there. So let's go to the OSD settings. On the OSD settings, you're gonna be able to change the name of the camera. Okay, the format that the system display the date. If you the hour, if you want a 24 hours or to be shown as AM and PM. Okay, so let's give a name hallway for this camera. As you have the options are available. Leave all checked if you want to show all of those options. Let's put a 12-hour format, AM and PM. Okay, you can do that with all the cameras just by clicking on the top right. So you change it from one camera to the other. Okay, so you see hallway and the date on the top. You see there. So let's go to camera. If you go to camera 2, you do it the same thing. Now let's go to the image. So here you can select brightness, contrast, saturation, and also the rotation and the mirror feature. Okay, just to show you guys how it works. You know, sometimes you're gonna need a mirror, especially the mirror, even the rotation. Like if you can't mount the camera the way it's supposed to be, you can use the rotation feature. Okay, now let me show you this is really important, the motion. The motion is the next step. This is really important. Okay, you have to, all the cameras come disabled, have to enable them, and this is the trigger channel. Okay, it's really important. The linkage action. This is I'm gonna talk about that those features later. Okay, and the schedule. Each day of the week has like up to 8 schedule format options. I mean, so here is a 0 to 24, but you can separate the schedule for the motion settings up to 8 for each day of the week. Okay, so you also have an option to copy the same schedule for all days of the week. You see there, you select all. Is there 7 days of the week? Okay, so I'm going fast here, but later I'm gonna talk one by one. The private mask, you have up to 4 options, 4 zones. Okay, to cover to private the picture. That's the won't interfere on the recording. Is only for live display. So if you don't want a certain area of the picture to show on the monitor, you just cover with the private mask feature. Okay, so video tampering is the next option. That's something that it can be useful is for any sudden change on a picture. You can also have a linked action. I'm gonna talk about later about those features. Okay, and we have video loss also. That is another option. And here is the VCA. VCA is another feature that most people are looking for. Line cross and intrusion. I'll talk about specific about each one for you to set up properly. It has the same thing, the arming schedule and the linkage action. Okay, so let me show like a brief example how to draw an intrusion area here. You see, I'm gonna put a small area right there, just for you guys to have an idea. You have to draw, and after you draw it, just save it. Anything that get into that area, that move through that area, you're gonna set up alarm or recording, whatever you guys need it. Let me clear here, and then we go up to line crossing. The line crosses, you're gonna draw a line, of course, and you're gonna have one side to the other, and the other gonna be A and B. You're gonna display A and B. Anything that crosses A to B or B to A, in this case, you're gonna set up the line crossing. You can change that. You can put only A to B or only B to A. Okay. I'm talking about those features specifically later. Arming schedule, same thing for each day of the week, and the linkage action. Okay, let's jump to the next feature, the next setting. That's gonna be the recording. That's really important. The schedule, the DVRs. These DVRs, they don't come pre-set up as the motion, so you have to change it if you want. You see here you have a different colors for different events. Okay, so it's the same thing. It's gonna be all day on motion for each day of the week. Over there you have you can copy to from the 7 days of the week. All day, that means all day motion. If you want to do something different, you have to unselect the all day. Okay, and then you're gonna have to set up a schedule for each day or each day and each time. Okay, you have up to 8 different schedules. You can set up a certain time of the day as continuous, motion, alarm. This is really important. Okay, if you guys want to record a motion and use the H264 plus feature, okay, that only available motion, you have to set up here. Okay, so we set up as a motion. You see that the color change on the background. Now it shows as green. Okay, I'm just showing here different ways to configure the schedule. Alright, just make sure if you set up the 8 format schedule, you have to do 24 hours to cover all 24 hours. Okay, the parameters, this is another really important thing to configure. As I have a camera with audio, I have to enable the audio here, otherwise it won't stream audio. You see that default is only video. Okay, the resolution also, since it's a 2 megapixel camera, you can set up to 1.3, 720, VGA. It give a few options. Okay, the other information I don't recommend it to change unless you really understand the concept of the B-rate. Okay, those are really important things that you only touch if you know what you're doing. Here's another thing: audio, record audio. If you have a camera with audio and if you don't enable that option, the camera won't record. Okay, it will record video but not audio. That's a streaming only, the audio and video, but to record you have to make sure you enable that option. Okay, let's go apply. Here we're gonna have to press OK. The camera will reboot just to take the features, and to change it from one camera to another, same thing. Okay, let's make the same thing here, video audio. Okay, don't touch on those things unless you're advanced configure and you know what you're doing. The maximum bit rate also don't change it unless you're short on the bit rate on the system. Okay, just leave it all the features as is. Apply. Advanced is only for override the recording on the hard drive, and the holiday feature I don't really recommend you guys to use. Here's on the picture, when you click it, you see this bar on the bottom, and you this is for to enable the live audio display. Okay, same thing. When you enable here, you disable there because you can have both cameras streaming out at the same time. Okay, this is a volume bar. So this is basically it for today. Okay, you see you can listen audio now on the channels. Is a very clear. The system process very good the audio. So that's it for today. If you guys have any question, just contact tech support. We guys are always here to help you guys. Okay, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.
Yeah, but the boneless wings aren't bad, but they like chicken strips, you know, but not fried. It's just like regular grilled chicken strips. That's the same. It's not nowhere near.